Hello everyone. Today is Friday, June 27th, 2025. The time's around 11:11 a.m. Eastern Time. And the temperature is 23 degrees Celsius here in St. Thomas, Ontario. Hello everyone. Hey Harjot, Juanita, and Plush Mickey. How you doing, Elizabeth? We're here on a nice hot and humid day in St. Thomas, Ontario again, my famous hometown. Hope everyone's enjoying their Friday so far. Just gonna walk around some residential neighborhoods, maybe check out the little mall we have here. Hello, Carpo Brodus. Oh, you're working, Juanita? It's a cute little front yard these guys have. Looks great here. Yeah, it's a nice little place. Can't complain. Except the humidity is very strong today. Can feel it as soon as you walk outside. The stickiness in the air. It's been like that since I got here in Canada for the last couple weeks, so not much you can do to get away from it. It's just a very humid part of the world over here in the summer. So we have some cute little homes here on Coulter. Doing? When am I coming to Toronto? I don't think I'm gonna make it on this trip, unfortunately. I gotta head back to Vancouver tonight. Got a lot of important stuff to do next week and this weekend as well, so I tried to make time to make it to Toronto, but just wasn't fitting in the plans. But maybe for the Triple T meetup I'll try and come back to Ontario. We'll see how it goes. Hey, Medano, what's up, my man? Yeah, originally I had planned to come to Toronto tomorrow, but I gotta head back to Van tonight. Yeah, maybe we'll see me in August, Marg. Are you going to be at the Triple T meetup, Marg? I'm assuming you're going to show up and say hello to everyone. Nice modern style home there with the brick facade. Screen was frozen? Oh, okay. Is it buffering here? Back now? Okay. I'm not sure how the signal is around here. You'll be there, Marg? Awesome. I'm sure it'll be a great time. I was there last year. Hey Faith, how are you? My phone's already kind of overheating in this weather. You can really feel the humidity today in the air. It's like a sauna. Or perhaps a steam room. And we have Vivian Johnson with us. Welcome, Vivian. Yeah, super hot there too, eh, Faith? Where are you at, Faith? I mean, I've only been outside for 7 minutes and I'm already sweating. I'm probably gonna lose 10 pounds on this walk. I need a shady street to walk on. Yeah, you're right. Unfortunately, this area, yeah, there's some big trees here. But a lot of the trees are smaller around here because it's a newer subdivision. Somebody's birthday today. You had 50 degrees last summer. 122 Fahrenheit. Wow. That's over in Australia, right? Western Australia? Can't imagine that kind of heat. That's kind of absurd. Hey, aloha, Danica. It's winter over there. That's right. It's winter in Australia. It's the opposite of the northern hemisphere. Got a cute little roundabout here. They've installed a good number of roundabouts in St. Thomas over the past, I don't know, 10 or 15 years. Didn't really have any back in when I was growing up, but now everything is roundabouts here in these new subdivisions and in other areas of the city. A lot of new subdivisions have come up over the last 10-15 years. Like, for instance, this street didn't exist when I was growing up. This is all new. Israel, how you doing, amigo? How's the weather in Mexico? Pretty hot? Those condos there are also fairly new. I think that guy in his truck said you're not allowed to record people. What country are you from, bro? This is Canada. We're allowed to do whatever the hell we want. Thanks, Carpobrodus. have a nice weekend. Here it's pleasant. It's raining over in Mexico City. Nice. Good to have some rain, cool things off. Yeah, good point, Vivian. I'm not really recording people. I'm recording what I'm seeing on the street, you know? It's like I'm not putting my camera on somebody's face and saying, this is this person. If you're out on the street, you're getting recorded, whether you like it or not. Go hide in your house if you don't want to. Hey Jazz, how are you? Got the Metro grocery store here. When I was growing up, this used to be called A&P. Do you guys remember A&P? Yeah, you remember that, Jazz, A&P? They had that in the States too, right? I believe it was American. Or they had it all throughout North America. T-bone steak, $10.99 a pound. That's a good deal. That's a really good deal. T-bone steak is... I bought T-bone steaks in Vancouver the other day for $29 a pound. Why is it only $10.99 a pound there at Metro? That's absurd. Yeah, Vivian, you remember A&W, A&P, and you also probably remember Dominion. Do you remember Dominion grocery stores? We had Dominion in St. Thomas back in the day. These are some of the stores here at the mall. The Galaxy Cinema is always busy. Giant Tiger and Dollarama are good stores to get cheap stuff. There's a big Holiday Inn Express, which is fairly new. It was opened like a year ago, I think. Hey, Robert Sprite. Vancouver, and I'll be back in Vancouver tomorrow. Well, probably, as long as my flight isn't canceled. Medano also remembers A&P. It was a good store. This is a Denny's. Denny's is okay. I feel like it's maybe a little overpriced for the food they have. Do I remember Towers? Yeah, I do remember Towers. Vaguely remember Towers. I can't remember what they sold. Was it like similar to Kmart? It's a nice ride over there. There was also Simpsons. Do you guys remember Simpsons? And we have Randy Ruck with us. Well, welcome, Randy. Oh, it started as a grocery store, then they brought in clothing. That's right. Great stores there. Yeah, Canada, I'll tell you, here in St. Thomas, we got a lot of shopping. I haven't even taken you over to the main shopping district over there, where I guess we can walk in that direction. Simpsons, Claxtons, Zellers, and Woolworths. I remember 3 out of those 4. I don't remember Claxtons. I think there's construction up here. I wonder if pedestrians are allowed to go. Let's go see. And we got our Dirk G in the house. What's up, Dirk? How you doing, my man? Randy says he's been to St. Thomas a few times. Oh yeah? What brought you to the bustling metropolis of St. Thomas, Ontario? Also known as the Railway City. Famous for Jumbo the elephant dying here in 1885 in a fateful railroad accident. The most famous elephant that's ever lived, Barnum and Bailey's Jumbo the elephant. And then on the 100-year anniversary of his death, St. Thomas erected a life-size statue of Jumbo, which is on the other side of town. I won't be able to make it all the way there. Oh, the sidewalk's closed, okay. So no pedestrians allowed on this bridge-like structure, which I believe they are taking down. Is the Ford plant still operating? No. Ford closed down a long time ago. And now that, well, they demolished the plant and they built an Amazon warehouse on that land over there in, on the outskirts of St. Thomas. But that Ford plant was where all the Crown Victorias used to be built, when Crown Victoria was the most famous police car. Basically, every police station and department basically in North America had the Crown Victorias as their cop cars. And Mike Perdomo says, good morning, Robert. How's your weekend been? Well, next Monday through Wednesday, 107 degrees. Wow. Non-stop service from Seattle. That's cool. Randy had a girlfriend down here. Ah, cool, Randy. You're dating a St. Thomas girl, huh? See you later, Faith. That was 30 years ago, Randy. 30 years goes by fast, though, bud. 30 years goes by fast. Park Ave here, famous Park Ave. Not quite as famous as New York's Park Ave, but pretty close. Oh, is there a way to sneak through there? Let's see. Let's explore this less traveled area over here. You guys have a nice little front porch where they can sit down and hang out. Derek C, what's up? How you doing, my man? And Baby Love, hello, Baby Love. And Oleg's in the house. Good day, Oleg. I don't think I've ever walked on this little dirt path. Okay, so that was like a little shortcut to Talbot Street, the main drag of St. Thomas, Ontario. That's kind of the main shopping district over there. There's a Walmart, there's a Canadian Superstore, there's a Canadian Tire, TD Bank, and all kinds of other stores. Staples, Dollar Tree. And that whole plaza used to be a golf course that I actually worked at in high school. It was called the St. Thomas Talbot Park Golf Course. And I remember when they sold it, Walmart bought it for something like $6 million or something. And they turned it into a gigantic shopping center area. The Drifter from the Hours, hello. We got Swiss Chalet here, along with Harvey's combined. Now we've got the beer store. The beer store used to be the only place where you could buy beer. Well, you could get it at the liquor store too. And now I think you can buy beer in, well, I know you can buy beer at convenience stores. We've got a Mexican place there called Guac. Mary Brown's Chicken, Starbucks, and Halibut House all across the street. The Drifter says, go to Niagara Falls, Canada. A little bit far of a walk to get all the way to Niagara Falls, but maybe some other time. Canada is not exactly a small country geographically. Eastway Ford's been here forever. And we have Aloha Danica with $3.99 super sticker. Thank you so much, Aloha. Nice to see you, Danica. Appreciate the $3.99. Aloha to you. I think we have 2 Hawaiians in the chat. Aloha and Plush Mickey. Sebastian Quintal, hello. Hi from Chile. Devin Sullivan's in the house. What's up, Devin? Randy asked if I'm going to Toronto. No, I won't be able to make it, Randy. Sorry, bud. Maybe next time. Maybe for the Triple T meetup, we'll see. I was planning on it, but I need to get back to Vancouver to take care of some stuff. And we have John Rockberry. Hello, happy Friday to you. Drifter says your grandparents live in Buffalo. Okay. Pretty close to Niagara Falls. Across the street is one of many Tim Hortons they have here in St. Thomas. There's an A&W, an excellent burger joint. Randy Ruck, $20 super chat, super sticker. Thank you so much, Randy. It's very generous of you. As usual, you're always spoiling me with your wonderful support, Randy. Thank you so much. Oh, thanks, guys, for saying bless you. There's the Doughbox wood fried pizza. I've never tried that place. It looks pretty good. Of course, the KFC's been there forever. Oh, no worries, Randy. You can ask if I'm going to Toronto. It's just I tried to make it this, but I got to get back to Vancouver. I've got some important stuff to do on Monday, and with Flair Airlines, they only have flights 3 days a week. So I got to head back tonight if I'm going to get there for Monday morning. I'll be flying from London, Ontario, which is about half an hour from here, the airport, which is much more convenient than flying out of Pearson, which is like 2 hours from here. Yep, there was KFC, there's a Domino's and a Subway across the street, and also Popeyes. So if you don't feel like having KFC, you just go to Popeyes instead. Of course, McDonald's, which has been there for eons. And Wimpy's I've never tried. I feel like there's so many other places, this Wimpy's kind of gets left out in the dark. And of course, the greatest Mexican food in the world is at Taco Bell. Very authentic. Exactly like what you get in Mexico City. Let's go to McDonald's, says Israel. I don't eat much McDonald's. I like their fries, I like their breakfast, but their burgers are so-so. I'll take a Whopper over any McDonald's burger. That Burger King's also been there for as long as I remember. Here does not exist Taco Bell. There's no Taco Bells in Mexico, eh? That doesn't surprise me. You guys could probably get very good tacos anywhere in Mexico, like on the street. Like, there's probably so many small like taco joints that would be 10 times better than what you're gonna get over at Taco Bell. Not that I don't like Taco Bell, it's just it's not quite as good as other places. Mr. Sub's a good place. That sub shop's been there for a long time. Get your stereo equipment and your cannabis accessories right there. Probably the best burger in St. Thomas is probably this place across the street called Harry's Charcoal Broiled. Harry's charcoal broiled. And the reason why I'd say it's the best is because they cook the burger fresh right there for you, right on the grill. Put whatever toppings you want on it, on a nice toasted bun. It's like a good legit burger place. All these fast food places, they just microwave the burgers. Tacos on the beach. Bus. Yes, Taco Bell has the most. Chuck's Roadhouse. Never been there. Delicious steaks for $25. They say says out there. I'd try a steak for 25 bucks. And then we've got Boston Pizza. Canada's own Boston Pizza. You know where the best place to get tacos on the beach, Randy, is Pacifica, California. They've got the world's greatest Taco Bell over there. The Taco Bell Cantina, which I've done live streams from before. Yeah, lots of places to eat here, Elizabeth. St. Thomas is not wanting for food options. Got another steakhouse there, the St. Thomas Roadhouse, right beside Chuck's Roadhouse. Maybe not the most creative name for a steakhouse. This place looks new. Asuka Japanese, all you can eat. All you can eat Japanese. That sounds like a pretty good deal. A lot of grocery stores here in St. Thomas as well. Here's Food Basics. Earlier we saw Metro. We walked by, we didn't really see it from the road, but Canadian Superstore. There was another one back there, which I don't even remember what it's called. Freshco, I think. Freshco. Actually, this place here called Bulk Barn is really good because they've got everything in bulk, like every kind of dried food you can think of. Spices and candies and coffee beans and, like, you know, rice, beans, oatmeal, like anything that, you know, you can buy in a dried form. They've just got it in bins, and then you just grab as much as you want, put it in a little bag, put a tag on it, they weigh it, and then that's how much you get. Bulk Barn. I wish we had more of those in the States, or in well, in Vancouver. I don't know if they have those. Most big cities don't really have these good places where you can get a lot of bulk food. That's what I've noticed. I didn't find any when I was really living in bigger cities. Maple syrup you're not tasting yet? Well, yes, that's all we eat here in Canada is maple syrup, right? To be honest with you, I haven't even had maple syrup that many times in my life. I've had it with pancakes and French toast and stuff, but I don't really eat that kind of food very often. You guys have a bulk barn there in Belleville? Oh, nice. Yeah, bulk barn is great because you can just buy as much as you need. You don't have to buy a big box of something, you know. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Railroad crossing. Yeah, there used to be kind of a bridge here, but they took it down and now it's just all flat. But yes, it says a railway crossing there, but I think they just left that up for posterity because I'm not seeing too many railroad tracks around here no more. There is a nice mural though of the railroad there, harkening back to St. Thomas's historical name as the railway city. I think this was the conjunction of a number of different railroads here, which contributed to the city's growth back in the 1800s. But then came the automobile, and railroads are just kind of a, I wouldn't say a thing of the past, but pretty much. Chef Bondi's Pizzeria, this is good pizza here. Got a little bistro there. Canadian Pacific Railroad, that's right. As well as borscht and vareniki aren't the everyday dishes in entire Ukraine. Stereotypes, yeah, I know. I've never actually heard of vareniki, but I've always associated Ukraine and Poland with pierogies. This is Legends Tavern. This is St. Thomas's historic downtown here on Talbot Street. Vareniki is the same as a pierogi, gotcha. And this is City Hall, St. Thomas's beautiful City Hall. Built in that old school sort of classical City Hall style that you see in the UK and in Canada a lot as well. The nice clock tower there. I don't know if that's the right time or not. You can click exclamation point time. Actually, I don't know if you can do that. That might not work. Can't remember if I changed it to Eastern yet. Here's a taco house here. Best tacos. These are the best tacos here at the taco house in St. Thomas. Holy Angels Church, built in the Gothic style. I guess probably Neo-Gothic. A very nice rose window there. It's a common motif to have that kind of circular window with circles around it. Well, they call it a rose window, I believe. Hey, Pine Sol. That's the main Catholic church. There's two of them in St. Thomas. And that house is where the priest lives. The rectory. Israel asking, did I go to Vancouver in the past? Yes. I visited there 3 or 4 times before I moved there. Lots of my friends from St. Thomas ended up moving there or going there for significant amounts of time. Vancouver was the place to be back in the 90s and the 2000s. All the way up until they had the Olympics in 2010, it was pretty rocking and rolling. Cute little parquet here. Historic post office. Well, I said I wasn't going to walk all the way to Jumbo the Elephant, but I'm basically 3/4 of the way there, so looks like I'm just going to have to show you guys Jumbo the Elephant statue. No point in turning around now. Fish and sticks, tropical fish and bonsai trees. If you need some tropical fish or a bonsai tree, that's where you go. Got some Thai cuisine here. Israel says he liked very much Vancouver. It's a nice city. Vancouver's very green. Very pretty looking city. We're in the west end of St. Thomas. And we've got Dirk G, 10 euro super chat, super sticker. Nice to see you, Dirk. Thank you so much for the 10 euros. I appreciate it. Hope everything's going well in Germany today. And we've got Dirtweed. Hello, Scotty. Pine Sol says he enjoys London and St. Thomas a lot. Been considering moving down here recently. Oh, okay. Awesome markets and everything in between. Yeah, it's a nice place to live. Randy's asking, how big is St. Thomas? 43,000 people, I think, live here. And London has gotten really big. It's like 450,000 almost live in. So and both cities are growing. There's a lot of houses being built, as well as apartment buildings, retirement homes, all kinds of stuff. It's a nice looking building there that they converted into a Thai restaurant. These things are where people collect their mail. So in Canada, some places they don't deliver mail to your house. They just put it in a community box like that, and you just go and grab it. They did that so Canada Post can save money. Hello there, Bozina. Heinzall likes it. He says the construction in London. Yeah, well, there's always construction around here and in London. But yeah, a lot of people have been moving here. St. Thomas, London, Port Stanley. A lot of people from the GTA have been moving here over the past 10-15 years. And that's because in Toronto, the housing prices are so high. So if you're from like Brampton or something and you've owned your house for like 20 years or more, and then the real estate prices skyrocketed, you can basically sell your house and become a millionaire and then move down here and buy a much cheaper one and have all kinds of cash in the bank. So it's a good deal now. It's not as exciting here as it is in Toronto, but not everyone needs to be in an exciting place all the time. Oh man, the humidity is insane right now. Let's go check out Jumbo the elephant, see how he's doing in this heat. Hey, Navin Dot. Hello, Navin. Welcome. And goodbye, my friend. Nice to see you. Elena's with us. Hello, Elena. Yeah, Randy, Ontario is known for its humidity for sure. It's always been humid in the summers here. As soon as I got off the plane, actually 2 weeks ago when I arrived in London, as soon as I got off the plane, I could feel the humidity on my skin. I'm like, wow, this is much different than out west. High prices for apartments are the best contraception. That's a good way of putting it, Oleg. I think the wealthier a country is, the less children people have, it seems. This is the Little Red Mitten. Not sure what they do here. They sell yarn. Okay, cool. Serenity Now massage therapy. Serenity Now. Are you guys? Is that from Seinfeld? Serenity Now. Do you guys remember that? I feel like that was like a Seinfeld thing or something. Oh, thank you, Pine Sol. Let's go have a look at the famous attraction here of Mr. Jumbo. Looks like it's been fenced off. Did some idiot do some vandalism to it? Some jackass painted. Yeah, looks like it. Looks like somebody tried to put graffiti or something on Jumbo here. Look. Did some damage to it. Some loser. Should be shot on sight, frankly. Here is the Jumbo statue, which he died right here in 1885 in a terrible accident. The whole world mourned, actually. Jumbo is one of the most famous animals in the world. He was literally like a superstar. Everyone knew about Jumbo and the Barnum and Bailey Circus. So now they've had to fence it off so they can fix it. Gonna be a lot of money to fix it. Waste of taxpayer funds. Well, not a waste, but whoever did, I mean, they have to fix it, but whoever did that is an idiot. On Brunswick by Winston Branham. City of St. Thomas provided the site. Listed on these plaques are the names of the Jumbo Centennial Committee members and donors who made this tribute to Jumbo possible. So a lot of people donated money to create this beautiful life-size statue of Jumbo, which is the claim to fame of St. Thomas, Ontario. Hopefully they find the vandal and frankly beat the shit out of him. I know that sounds harsh, but I don't like crime. If you guys noticed, I don't like crime, all right? Let's walk down this little cute street. I know it's harsh, Devin, but why are you doing that? Why are you ruining St. Thomas's signature landmark like that? Exactly. Why are they? Who vandalized that Jumbo? Somebody? Okay, oh, it looks like it has like graffiti or something on it. That's why they put the fence around it.
Take a look. Thanks.
This is a very old part of the city here. You can just tell by the streets and the houses. I think this is pretty much the oldest part of the city. I'm going to show you guys the church that the city, I believe, is named after. Now, there's controversy as to how St. Thomas got its name. If you look it up on Wikipedia, there's this urban legend that they named this city after Thomas Talbot. But why would they call it St. Thomas if they were naming it after Thomas Talbot? He wasn't a saint. He was just an English colonel. So why would they put Saint in front of his name? I think they're getting it confused with the small village of Talbotville, which is next to St. Thomas, which is definitely named after Thomas Talbot. And Talbot Street is, to the early 1800s, it's called the St. Thomas Church. And I believe this is what St. Thomas was named after. And it's got a very old graveyard here. And in fact, St. Thomas's very first resident is buried in this cemetery. Essentially the founder of the city, not Thomas Talbot, but a man by the name of Daniel Rapelje. Or I guess it's a Dutch name, Rapelje. I don't know how to pronounce it in Dutch. We all just say Rapelje. You can see how old this gravestone is. Henry Caldwell, who died April 19th, 1874. And Eliza Stripe, 1873. Very beautiful cemetery, right? This one is so old that you can't even read it anymore. And this is Geronomius Rapelje. So the whole Rapelje family is buried here. R-A-P-E-L-J-E. And I think that says 1894 he died. Oh, okay, and then we've got here. This plaque commemorates the bicentenary of the arrival of Daniel Rapelje to the Talbot settlement. Rapelje and his family were the first settlers in 1810 is what now the city of St. Thomas. And he died in 1828. And he was originally from Newtown, Long Island. So he was American. And these are some really old ones here. This goes back. John B. Miller died July 28th, 1869. 1872. The Whitwam family died in 1843. That one's too weathered to even read. Hey, Chris Mills. These are from 1917, 1913. You can just tell this is an old cemetery, right? By the condition of a lot of these gravestones. Beautiful family stone here, the Chisholms. Died in 1828, 1832, 1832, 1829, 1832, 1833. They all kind of died around the same year. I wonder what happened. How did they all die the same year around like 1832? Was there some sort of plague or typhoid or something that ravaged the city that year? Mr. Wesley Bugner from 1872. That's just completely gone. I don't know about you, but I really like cemeteries. They're very peaceful. This church doesn't have services anymore, but I do believe it's open for tours. Let's see.
How's it going?
Good, you?
Not too bad. Sorry,
Just checking out the church?
Well, I work here, but no, somebody was trying to rip the copper off yesterday.
Oh, really?
Tonight. Yeah, we're just waiting on the police.
Jeez. Why would they do that?
Well, they can get like 50 to 100 bucks for that, apparently.
Really?
According to the police, he's already been here, so.
Wow.
Yeah, so.
But still, this is a church. You shouldn't be doing stuff like that. Can I walk around? Show my
yeah,
Sure.
go ahead.
Cool. Take my hat off.
From the area?
Yeah, I was born in St. Thomas.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yep. I'm just doing a live stream on YouTube showing
Oh, wow, cool.
my city. Yep.
Oh, good stuff.
Yep. Devin says in 1826 to 1837 there was a cholera pandemic. Thank you, Devin. That's probably how a lot of people died then. can see how old school these pews are, huh? And I believe every family kind of had their own pew reserved. Got a little door here. You can sit in there. And this is an Anglican church. Here's the main altar. Some beautiful prayer stuff there. And they've even got upstairs where you can sit. So probably maybe they had folks who could sit upstairs. And then a really old school piano organ here. Yeah, sometimes they have nice sayings on them, right, Vivian? You could see the windows, how old they are. This place smells like old wood, you know? You can look at the floors. I don't know if this is the original floor, but it kind of feels like it. Got a little cute side room here. It almost looks Puritan or something, but yeah. No air conditioning in here, so they would have had to tough it out back in the 1800s on the hot days. Thanks, boss.
Yeah, no worries, brother. Have a good one.
You too. This is the Chamberlain family buried here. This church was completed in 1824 on land given by Captain Daniel Rapelje, founder of the city of St. Thomas. It is one of the province's finest remaining examples of early English Gothic revival architecture. In 1825, a tower, steeple, and chancel were added with the aid of a donation from Colonel Thomas Talbot. The first incumbent, Reverend Alexander McIntosh, a missionary deacon who served from 1824 to 1829, was also the village schoolmaster. One of the earliest churches in the Talbot settlement, St. Thomas Church, was consecrated in 1833 and used continuously until 1877.
Have a good day.
All right, let's sit here for a second. Tie my shoe.
Working on a tour?
Yeah, just doing a YouTube live stream. I figured I'd show the church here. Just
I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for the cops.
because they did some vandalism here, right?
It's the second time we had an issue 2 nights ago as well. So
That's crazy.
I'm on the committee that looks after the church. So
And it looks like Jumbo was vandalized too. They've got a fence around it. It looks like somebody did something to it.
that must have just gone up.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know what's going on with St. Thomas.
Sadly, it's all over the place.
Yeah, I know.
You know, I'm sure you see it on the streets of Vancouver.
Oh, Vancouver's 1,000 times worse than St. Thomas. Don't worry about that.
The sad part is it's just petty. Like they stole some copper from us, and it's just petty. Like they did probably $1,000 worth of damage for $10-20 worth of copper. Hey, this is Steve Peters.
Steve Peters. Oh, Robert Saberwall.
Robert Saberwall.
Do you know Vino Saberwall?
Vino, yeah.
Yes, and you were the former mayor of this
Yeah.
city for a long time. And
So you're Vino's son?
I'm Vino's son.
Oh wow,
Yeah. Vino and Molly.
We got along so well.
Yeah.
We just hit it off over the years. Now he passed away. Didn't
No, my mom passed
he? He was
away.
your mom.
Yep.
So Vino's still alive?
Yep. He's at Crescent Care retirement home. He's still alive. He's still going good.
We'll say hi to him from.
I will. I'll tell him to give you a call if you want. Yes, I remember you, and you were also the Speaker of the House of Ontario, right?
Yeah, no,
Yep.
I had a really fun political career. I now work in the greenhouse industry.
Oh, excellent. Excellent. Steve Peters, everyone. A local celebrity to a sense.
You're taping me?
We're doing a live stream on YouTube.
Great.
Don't worry, no one cares. It's not a huge channel, so.
I never liked smoking and things like that.
Oh, no worries, no worries. No one saw you. Or you have a good one, sir.
Yeah, you as well.
Take
Please
care.
say hi to your dad.
I will. That was Steve Peters, a very famous guy here in St. Thomas. He was the mayor for a long time. Then he got elected as MPP, like Minister of Provincial Parliament. And then he was actually Speaker of the House of the Provincial Parliament. And so he's had a long political career. He knows everybody in St. Thomas, and as does my dad, so that's why they know each other. Yep, Steve. Yep, everyone knows Steve. Oh, are you a Peters there? This looks like a pretty new condo building here. Here in the oldest part of the city. These houses are pretty historic around here, some of them. Very nice Victorian mansion. And we have a $10 super sticker from Plush Mickey. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. for the $10 American. Appreciate you, Elizabeth. Thank you so much. I love a small town. You never know who you're going to bump into. Absolutely, right? I liked growing up in a small town. I'm not complaining about growing up in St. Thomas. It was fun. We knew everybody. Now, as you get older, it becomes less fun because there's not too much to do. So we have the historic courthouse here, very beautiful courthouse, which was bought and then they renovated it, made it look real nice. The Elgin County Courthouse. This is the name of the county that we're in, Elgin County, here in St. Thomas. Nice cool dome there on top. Small town never lets you go. That's true. No need to be driving so fast around here, squealing your tires. That used to be an old school, not sure what it is now. And we've got another $10 from Randy. What's up, Randy? Thank you so much and for, again, spoiling me today. Thank you so much, Randy. Very wild dog. Knox Presbyterian Church. And Medano says, cheers, Robert. Also, Vivian and Randy each gifted 5 memberships. Oh, thank you so much to Vivian and Randy for gifting 5 memberships. I didn't see it because of the Prism episode. Thank you so much, Vivian and Randy. Appreciate you guys. And thanks for letting me know, Medano, the super mod. Anyone who got a membership, please thank Vivian or Medano, or Randy, sorry, for your memberships. Appreciate that, guys. Baby Love got one. Navin's asking, how's my dad doing? He's doing much better. He's enjoying his time in the retirement home there. Matt Bross got one. Oh, Medano says my own name got one. You mean Robert Saberwall got one? That's hilarious. Yeah, sorry I missed that, guys. It's so sunny here, it's hard to see the chat, but thank you for letting me know, Medano. And appreciate all the generous support today, everyone. So this used to be a church, but now the sign says St. Thomas Islamic Center. St. Thomas Islamic Center. That's interesting. They converted a church into a mosque here in St. Thomas. Who would have thought that, huh? Oh, awesome. Thanks, Vivian and Randy. Sorry I missed it there. This stupid Prism app doesn't show gifted memberships for some reason. Or even when you like have like sometimes like if you have a membership and then you can click the button and just leave like a little message and it says like 5-month membership, it doesn't show that either. David Collins with us. Welcome, David, to a hot and humid day here in Canada. Maybe I'll sit here for a second, grab a drink of water. Sweating quite a bit today. Nothing like the humidity to cause you to sweat. Eric Mendoza is with us. Welcome, Eric. Thanks everyone for your support today, and we're going to keep going, but just taking a couple breather here. Just want to see if any chats I missed. Oleg's got to go. All right, Oleg. We'll see you on the next one, my friend. Let's continue our journey through St. Thomas, Ontario, the hometown of West Coast Walker. I wasn't born here. I was born in Toronto. I was born actually over in Stridesland at Yonge and Eglinton. My first home when I was where my parents lived, like when I was born, was Yonge Eglinton Center, right above the mall. Like they have apartments at Yonge Eglinton Center. I believe it's called Duplex Ave. That's where I was born, but I only lived there for a few months, and then my parents moved to St. Thomas. Back then you were a West Coast toddler, that's right. Got a nice little Polish deli there, the Pisa Deli. Good sandwiches and stuff. Dark Matter sells toys, collect a lot of Star Wars kind of stuff there. Aloha Danica's got to go. All right, we'll see you on the next one. Thank you, Aloha, for the super chat. Cute little mural there. is Megan Claire Kehoe. Wonder if she's related to Ken Continuum, who's, I believe his last name is Kehoe. And Diva's with us. Hello, Diva Tequila. And you got a gift membership from Andy. Awesome. All right, we'll see you, Elizabeth. Take care. We have George with us. Tim Hortons for coffee today. I already had a coffee. It's too hot, I think, for coffee today. Too hot and humid. Welcome, George. I mean, I've been known to drink coffee when it's hot out, but This weather is just a little too muggy for coffee. There is a little bit of a breeze coming in through now. The temperature isn't crazy, it's just the humidity, I think, has got to be close to 80%. This is my dentist office growing up. An iced coffee, no syrup. Yummy. You know what? I haven't had too many iced coffees. I should maybe think about getting one. Right now, I think I'm good with just water. Tony Lagas, hello mate, how you doing? Beautiful Canada, having iced coffee. I may get one later once I reach back and relax, where I'm staying at my sister's place. Now down there is a hockey arena called the Joe Thornton Center, and Joe Thornton is a St. Thomas native, and we had very big news this week. Joe Thornton, famous hockey player, was elected to the Hockey Hall of Fame. First ballot Hockey Hall of Fame. Joe Thornton, a St. Thomas native. One of the greatest hockey players that's ever lived. Will be going to the Hall of Fame. So congratulations to him. He did great throughout his career, and he definitely earned the Hall of Fame nod, putting up the massive numbers, especially on the assist side. Oh, did I talk to Joe about his induction? No, I haven't talked to Joe in a while, Medano, but Joe's the kind of guy, if I saw him on the street, I would, give him a big hug and say, how you doing, Joe? Like, we knew each other pretty good back in the day. But, we've kind of, he's done his thing, I've done my thing over the years. Haven't really been in touch very closely, but last time I saw him, I think, was when I lived in Boston. Him and the San Jose Sharks. Well, he was playing for the San Jose Sharks, and they came to play against the Bruins. And after the game, they went to a nightclub in Boston, and I went there. I just kind of randomly that night. My cousin was from Toronto. He was in town visiting me, so we would go to this nightclub, and I see one of my friends from St. Thomas, Dan, there, right? He was one of Joe's good buddies. I'm like, Dan, what are you doing here in Boston? He's like, oh, I'm here for the game. Come up to the VIP section. I'm like, all right. So I grab my cousin. We go upstairs to the VIP section, walk right in, and the there's Joe Thornton right there. I'm like, hey, Joe, I give him a big high five. I'm like, this is my cousin from Toronto. He's like, anyone from Toronto is a friend of mine. And he gives my cousin a big high five. And my cousin, even to this day, says that was like the greatest moment of his life. And we partied with the Bruins and the Sharks all night long. Super nice guy, Joe. He had two older brothers who I knew well, who I knew pretty good as well. Hey Addie, how's it going? I think it's well deserved, right, Medano? He definitely had the numbers, the skills, his only regret, and I think everyone here in St. Thomas also feels bad that he never won a championship, a Stanley Cup championship. He won gold medals with Canada and everything, and he never won that Stanley Cup championship. Came close, like San Jose was in the finals once. They were in the playoffs so many times. Had such great teams with him and Patrick Marleau. Patrick Marleau is another Hall of Famer. Played together for San Jose. I believe they were both drafted in the same year, number 1 and number 2. Joe was drafted by Boston and then got traded to San Jose. Joe was drafted number 1 overall, I think in the 97 draft. So he was basically the world's best player for a junior. Got some dark clouds forming. Let's see if it rains. We've had a number of thunderstorms here in the last couple weeks since I've been here. Thing with thunderstorms here in Canada is they don't last very long. It might continue raining for a while, but the thunder and lightning usually only last maybe 10 to 15 minutes. once you get a few drops on you, that means some heavy rain's probably coming in this weather. And it comes quickly, so I got nowhere to hide. Guy has a nice front yard. Nice house altogether. See how big the lots used to be back in the day? They don't make lots this big like not even close to this big. All the new subdivisions got like nothing out, like no land almost. Tiny little front yard, maybe a backyard that's okay size. Nothing on the sides really. With these old lots that they built a long time, they got nice amount of space. Too much grass to cut, that's true. HD Apex is with us. What's up, my man? How you doing, Dennis? Yep, we've got some rain coming. How's things over in the Bay Area there, my friend? with this amount of humidity, you kind of almost have to expect rain because water's got to go somewhere. Take care, Dirk. Thank you so much, my friend, for the super chat, and we'll see you soon. Well, you're showing a friend from Michigan around the city. Nice. Where'd you guys go? Fisherman's Wharf, Twin Peaks, places like that? Angel Island. You guys went to Angel Island. Okay. I never made it to Angel Island. Look at this guy. This is a proper summer rain. Comes down real heavy for a short period of time. Sounds good, Diva. That's right, George. HD went to Balboa. This is definitely going to cool off the city for a little while. I mean, not significantly. Once the rain goes away, that humidity will probably come back, but we'll see. Sometimes it clears it out pretty good. I still have Vancouver as my, just ignore that. Yes, you're allowed to go 50 kilometers an hour here. All right, you take care, Randy. I'm gonna start wrapping up myself here in the next couple minutes. Thank you so much for your support, Randy. We'll see you on the next one, my friend. Guy's working on electrical stuff in the rain. Doesn't look too safe, but oh well. I'm not an electrician. So I think I will start wrapping up here. Thanks to everyone who donated memberships, Randy and Vivian, those who gave super chats, Medano, Danica, Plush Mickey. I'm sure I'm forgetting some people. Please remember to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Click those notifications so you'll know when I go live next, which will most likely be in Vancouver, as I'm heading back there tonight if everything goes well. Yes, have a great weekend, Navin. Yes, the HD Apex. You're very welcome. Good to see you in the chat. It was fun meeting you when I was in San Francisco there. Next time I'm back down in the Bay Area, I'll let you know. Thanks, Navin. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining me on the live stream. It was fun to show you my hometown here in St. Thomas, Ontario, on a nice hot and humid day. We got a little bit of rain to cool us off, so that's a good thing. Have a good weekend, everyone. Please remember to like and subscribe. Thank you so much to everyone, to the mods, all the supporters, and all those who gave support today, super chats or memberships. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Take care and have an excellent weekend. Bye for now.